Welcome back to America. Welcome to Let's Talk Literature. I'm Em.
And I'm Will.
And we're two book lovers who wanted to combine our passions for reading and gossiping and share it with the world.
Whether you're looking for a new book to pick up or a new book friend, you come to the right place.
So grab a coffee.
Or a little wine and let's talk
literature.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
It's been too long, I should say.
Very long.
It was away for 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a long time.
How do you feel being back?
I think the jet lag has hit me. I was good for a couple days, and then I have just been a zombie all day today. So I was like, I'm going to work out today. I'm going to run, get back in my groove. I think I need one more day.
That's so valid.
I can get back into things. But
well, you came home Friday, right? And it's only Monday. That's like not a lot of time.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl was yesterday, so I went somewhere for that. So I've not really relaxed.
Yeah.
I the first night I kind of came in and Chris made dinner and it was relaxing, but overall I've just been kind of not taking it all in.
You didn't have a day of absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Like today I even went grocery shopping because I had overtime from last week, so I was able to take some time off today.
Oh, nice.
But I've just been kind of rotting, which I think I needed.
Yeah, you do.
Once I get through today, I think I'll be back to normal, hopefully. If not, by midweek. But yeah, it's nice to be back. I had a lot of anxiety going there, and it felt like the 2.5 weeks I was gone. Some people would say oh, it flew. No, I felt it. I felt
every second of those 2 weeks. Yeah, I texted Will and I was like, I think you've been gone for 8 months.
Yeah.
It actually felt like forever.
The last time we recorded was over 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
which is we haven't gone that long without recording in 7 months, 8 months.
No. So I'm feeling a little nervous today.
Yeah, it's our first time back behind the camera.
I know. I almost don't even want to look at the camera.
I know.
I'm so shy.
My camera actually keeps shaking. I have a special guest with me today, Zeus, my dog. He's right in my lap, basically. And he's just shaking. I'm not sure. He's just shaking the whole bed. He's fat. So that's what's going on if the camera's shaky. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, my mic was giving me issues. So if my audio goes in and out, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. In post. Post. How are you? How have you been in the time I've been gone? I cried every single day. It's been awful here. No, it's been the exact same. Nothing new really has been going on. It's my birthday tomorrow. 25.
Exciting. Very exciting.
And then I'm going to Arizona for a long weekend kind of thing on Wednesday morning. So I'm very excited. Tomorrow's my last,
nice.
Well, tomorrow's my birthday, but it's my last day of actually having to do stuff for a few days.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm good.
How does it feel? How does it feel to almost be 25?
Honestly, the same, because I've been saying, I feel since you turned 25, I've been saying that I'm 25, and I'm not sure why. Maybe since Zach. I don't know, maybe since Zach turned 25 I've been saying it, but I feel ever since we had that conversation where you were I'm literally about to be 25, and I was yeah, your frontal lobe is literally about to be fully developed. Ever since that conversation, I've been referring to my age as 25. So it doesn't really feel any different.
That's good. It'll be a nice
just a
transition.
Day.
Once that frontal lobes develops, you'll already be there.
I know, exactly.
It won't be such a jarring experience.
And that's the frontal lobe at work.
Yeah, maybe you're already fully developed.
I could be. Could be. This is a possibility. Reading wise, it's been past 2.5 weeks.
Agreed.
It's been hot and cold. There's a day where I'm oh, okay, I'm really in the mood to read and I'm getting through a lot. But then there's 4 days where I'm I'm just not feeling it. So I don't know.
I've been in the same boat.
Okay.
Same
Glad
boat.
to know I'm not alone. Something's in the air.
Yeah, because I brought 3 books with me to read on my trip, and I was really busy the whole time, but I thought I was going to at least read 2 of them, and I only read 1. And the majority of that was before I even got on the trip. Like, I brought a book that I was finishing, which was The Wedding People, which I liked. It was a good book. But then I was like, okay, I have 2 other books that I'm going to tap into, and I just didn't. Like, I started reading one on the flight back, but I really just fell asleep for most of the flight, which I'm glad I did because I have anxiety with flying.
Yeah. So it's for the best.
But yeah, I really haven't dove into the next book because I started Addie LaRue, and it's a book that I want to get into, but I also like didn't start. I'm only like 30 pages in, so it's not like I'm in the book yet, you know?
Yeah.
And then we also have to read the book club book.
I know,
so
which I am really excited for. I just haven't gotten to that point where I'm like, oh, like it's time to pick it up.
Yeah, I definitely am I think I'm gonna get it on my Kindle because I tried to buy it at a couple stores. I only found 1 copy. It was ripped at the binding. I was not bringing that home with me.
It wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be. So it might be a Kindle read. I tried to get it on Libby, but that wait is like 12 weeks. So it's not happening for me. So yeah, I'll get started on that this week, and we'll have a nice little discussion about it in our next episode.
Yes,
so
we absolutely will.
Stay tuned.
All right, today we're gonna have a silly, goofy episode, something new that we haven't done, and we're just gonna give you our ins and outs for 2025. They're not. Oh, sorry. Zeus is in the frame. We are not like focusing all on books. Like, I think both of us only have 1 in and 1 out for books, so it's literally about anything. So this is just a nice little relaxing episode. So
yeah,
without further ado, let's jump into the ins and outs of 2025. All right, number 1 for me, my in is hot yoga. That's so stupid because I've been talking about that forever, so it's not really different from any other year, but I love hot yoga. It's my favorite workout ever. It's not like high impact, so it doesn't hurt my joints. I love the heat. I love to sweat only there. I hate sweating anywhere else. My out is body shaming workouts. When I say that, I mean, I'm specifically talking about the instructors. So I mean like instructors who are like, do it for that summer body. Like, I had an instructor a couple weeks ago who was like, you're going to have to be in a bikini in a few weeks. And I damn near almost rolled my mat up and left.
Ew.
Yeah. So that's a big out for me.
That's like I guess I could see it as a motivator, but like,
it's like the wrong reason.
Yeah.
It's building bad habits.
It's a little backwards. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my first confidence. Like, if I needed to give confidence to people, that wouldn't be my first.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, it actually made me so mad. I want it to leave, like, out of spite. So, yeah, that's my first in and out.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pivot.
I'm going to pivot.
And I'm going to go in red wine. Now, I've been a white wine connoisseur for the past couple years. Love me my white wine. I've had so many different variations. It wasn't until I was just in Arizona where I was like, you know what? Let me taste some red wine. And I'll have you know it, I like it. And I like it a lot.
I like it.
I'm really liking a Pinot Noir.
Wait, yeah.
And it's so good. Also liking a Malbec.
I never had that.
Ooh, so tasty. And I like a Merlot as well.
I do like a Merlot.
Yeah, so I'm definitely on like the lighter side. Like a Cab Sav, a little too much for me. But lighter reds.
God, you are so knowledged.
Knowledged?
Yeah, like you just like know what you're talking about.
Thank you. I mean, maybe I just can wing it. That's kind of That's my motto, I guess.
Well, I'm going to stick with you on that one, the inn of red wine, because I have been liking it recently. So I back that.
Love that. It makes me feel sophisticated.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm fancy. I'm like a rich old lady.
So to pair that, my out, hard seltzer. I think that the era of the hard seltzer is leaving the station.
Well, I have that as an out.
No.
Yes.
No way. No
Yes.
way.
I didn't write hard though. I just wrote seltzer. But that's what I mean. Like the High Noons and Trulies and all that stuff. Like out. Done.
It's
done.
It's gone. Like I'm looking to be classy. I'm looking to be not that. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. You can be classy and drink hard seltzer.
Absolutely.
It's a wine year. Like I feel like it's time to go and have a nice cocktail, some wine, which this kind of bleeds into another inn I have.
Me too.
So I'm just gonna go right into another inn.
Yeah, go for it.
In dinner parties. I'm done with the, going out. Like I don't go out too much anymore. I didn't last year, but I would much rather have like a group of friends over. Get a nice meal going, open a couple bottles of wine, make a couple cocktails maybe.
I love that. Sounds like a dream.
A little like slower kind of vibe rather than like going out. And like there's a time and place to go out and party and all that, but I think it's the year of the dinner party.
I couldn't agree more. I think that goes hand in hand with the seltzers being out because
yes,
I don't really think many people, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think many people are drinking seltzers because they like enjoy the taste. They just want to get drunk, which
I agree.
Time and place, of course.
Time and place.
But that brings me to another inn, an espresso martini. It's been in for years. Always it's been in, but specifically I've been getting it like very often. And I actually am like able to fall asleep after I drink it. So I have been having them like if I go out to dinner and stuff, I will get it. And then I can go right to bed after. So that's a hard in for me.
That is a staple in for me as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't on my list, but it's
in your heart.
In my heart.
I've heard people saying that they have been doing espresso martinis with tequila instead of vodka.
I've also heard that.
And I'm intrigued.
I don't know.
I'm intrigued.
Tequila has like
a very different taste.
It's got a little twang,
It sure does. It sure does. I think I'm going to try it in Arizona. I think I'm going to try to order it because worst comes to worst, I'll be like, oh, I'm from New Jersey. We do that there. And they'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
It's a nice little experiment.
Yeah,
you got to report back your findings.
I will. I'll report back next episode if it worked. But that Please. Okay. Also going along with drinks, I have another one with my drinks. In coffee with cream. Okay. I actually was inspired by Hannah, our friend. After hot yoga, when we do our 5:15 a.m. class on Mondays, we always go and get a coffee after. And she's been getting her iced coffee with cream. And I was like, I haven't done that since like high school. And like it used to be absolutely delicious. Like I loved it. And I think I was just so inspired by like non-dairy alternatives. And I'm not lactose intolerant. Like oh my God, Sue's just broken. I'm so sorry. Hold on. So after Hannah started ordering her drinks with cream, I decided, let me try it. I got it. Loved it. Didn't hurt my stomach. And it tasted even better. So I'm kind of back on the wave. I'm not off of the oat milk, almond milk wave. I'm just adding cream back in because I liked it and it was nice. And also going along with drinks. Where is the other one? Oh, my out. Dunkin' and Starbucks.
Oh, valid.
Yeah.
I have not drank from there in a long time, honestly.
I know. And you know what? Here's the thing. I hate where we live. Well, where I live because there's no coffee places. It's all like chain restaurant coffees. Like it's all Dunkin', Starbucks, or Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Like all that kind of thing. Like there's not many nearby. The closest one's probably like a 20-minute drive. So it's really inconvenient. So I'm limiting my Dunkin' and or Starbucks to just when me and Hannah go to hot yoga and we get a coffee after. Besides for that, I'm not going there. I'm not wasting my money. I'll make it at home, and it's not even that good. So, it's out.
Valid. Completely valid.
Thanks.
I agree with that out. And I have something to piggyback on with that one.
Okay.
One of my outs is oat milk.
Why?
So, I'll explain. I've actually been off of the oat milk train for all of like 2024.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I knew that, but I'm not sure why. I forget.
I actually don't know what made me do the switch, but I am full blown an almond milk drinker now.
Okay.
Like just almond milk. And I've actually been getting organic almond milk. So it's literally just almonds, water, and salt, like in the milk.
Yeah.
And if I go and get coffee from somewhere, I typically will just get it black, or I'll just splash a little almond milk in there. I've also been hearing some rumor
Some
that
rumblings.
oat milk is not great for people with stomach issues.
I have heard that as well.
So there's a lot of hate coming out for oat milk, and I've been on that bandwagon for well over a year now. So that is an out, but an in is making my own almond milk.
Oh.
So I've done it in the past. I've made my own oat milk as well, but I want to get back to making my own milk at home. Just
love that.
grinding up
Just
some almonds,
a little
some water, some salt.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Cheesecloth.
No, but that works as well. I was gonna say you're just like a settler, or like Amish.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's me.
Up all night churning butter.
Churning some butter, and yeah, that is me 100%.
Speaking of being up all night, another 8 hours of sleep minimum.
Agreed.
8 is the absolute bare
bad
minimum. I need so much sleep. Like, I actually need so much sleep. So that's my new goal. 8 hours every night.
I've not been doing well with that with this trip. So I need to get back on that cycle.
Yeah. You do.
Which I heard that a little birdie told me that, which is TikTok, that sleep cycles happen every 4 hours, I think. Or it's like 3.5 hours. So you should plan your how much time you sleep, or like your bedtime and your getting up around sleep cycles, rather than like trying to get the most sleep possible.
Oh.
Because if you wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, you're going to be groggy.
No matter how much you slept.
Right. Like you could sleep one full sleep cycle, which I think it's 4 hours. I'll have to find the video.
Interesting, yeah.
And be as rested or even more rested than if you slept an additional 2 hours, because you would be in the next sleep cycle.
Yeah, if you find that video, send it to me. I'm interested.
I'll look it up. I could also just be spitting bullshit.
That's fine. I'll believe you.
But I believed it when I watched it, so that must mean something.
It must. It absolutely must.
Everything you see on the internet
TikTok is real. It's all real.
Yeah, it's all just truth.
I have another out that I was sort of influenced from TikTok by, and that is Target. Have you been on that side of TikTok that has canceled Target?
I don't think so.
So Target has look this up. Don't base your information off of what I'm saying. Okay, please don't. But from what I recall, Target has been publicly backing the everything with the DEI. They've been backing everything that's been happening, and they support that. And I think it's been very negatively, which is kind of surprising to me, but I guess at the end of the day, it's a huge billion-dollar corporation. What do you expect? But a lot of employees have spoken up about it, and people have been saying to boycott it. So I
did not hear this.
Yeah. It's been coming up on my free page in just the last couple of days. And I was actually going to go the other day and get a bathing suit because I'm going to Arizona and I wanted to get a new one. And I was like, you know what? I don't need one. I have one that I like and that fits me at home. And I didn't go. And it was a really empowering moment.
Snaps.
Yeah.
Snaps all around.
Yeah, thank you. I felt really proud of myself. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
I want to piggyback off of that.
Yeah, go ahead. You're so funny.
Because I love the piggyback.
If I love anything, it's a piggyback.
This is like a corporate meeting. Like, all right. I need to piggyback off that comment real quick. In minimalistic style.
Okay.
Now, hear me out.
Okay.
That could be taken as sustainable. So, wear what you have, make what you have work. But also, the other side of it is, this might be one out of, and I've been doing this before this video came out, okay? But Emma Chamberlain put out a video about how her closet is now just like neutrals, and then she builds off of neutrals so that she can like easily mismatch certain articles of clothing that she has to make new outfits. Great idea, but also she has so much clothes that like she had a lot to choose from, so she could easily pick out what was the best of each. But I'm trying to move in that direction of like keeping things simple, and it's really just like not following fast fashion and trends, and really just like stick to your own style and then work, like just build off of that. So like I want to wear a lot of like jeans with neutral colors, or honestly what I'm wearing right now, just like something very simple. I don't know. I felt like before I had to like find the best thrift and make like my outfits really pop, but really like you can kind of make any outfit pop if you know play your cards right and you're confident in what you're wearing. So
I couldn't agree more.
I think it's all about being minimalistic so that you're not over consuming, but while also like satisfying your creative itch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. And I feel like I've been doing that kind of for like the past year, because I 100% fell victim to like the 2020 Shein craze.
Ooh,
like I had like all the trendy things like cheetah print, flimsy little skirts, and like just like all of that stuff, like the belt buckle tank top. Like I just had like all of like the fast fashion things that I would never wear more than once. And I've been trying for the past year to just have like staples in my closet, and then if I find something that like I really really like that's like a little out of the ordinary, I won't buy it unless I know it's like good quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been renting. I've been doing like, if I know I have something big coming up that I need, that I would typically spend money on like a new outfit for, and that usually ends up being somewhere around $100 probably with like the whole outfit, I will do Nuuly, which is that clothing rental subscription.
Oh, yeah.
And it's $99 and you get 6 articles of clothing. And then if you end up wanting to buy it, it's like extremely discounted, like 75% off like the tag price. So I've been like doing that instead of buying new things.
And I love that because like you said, you'll go out and buy something for an event or for some type of thing, and then you'll wear it, and then you have no need for it, so it just sits in your closet again until like, unless you want to wear it again for something specific. But a lot of what I have in my closet is just things that like I have some type of attachment to, that I'm like, oh, I'll definitely wear this again. And there's things in my closet that have been sitting there for years that haven't been touched.
Yeah, same.
So I got to be better with that, I think.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I feel like a lot of people have like strong emotional attachments, and also like, I'm sorry, I just burped into the microphone. And also like,
belch into the mic.
Yeah. Sizing has like changed so much now that I'm almost 25. I don't fit in what I used to fit in. Like I have like stuff like from like senior year of high school or even like the beginning of college where I'm like, that is so cute. Like I really still love that, but like I'm never going to fit in that again. Like
yeah.
Like I'm just never going to fit in that again. Like I could lose weight, gain weight. Like I'm never going to fit in that, and like I think that's a tough pill to swallow. But I think a lot of people need to, because we hang on to like clothes from forever ago thinking, oh, maybe I'll fit into it one day.
It's an attachment.
It sure is.
It's like a nostalgic attachment almost.
It sure is. Speaking of fashion, I have an in.
Okay.
Pointy toe shoes. extreme
okay, like heels
point.
or just any
Like heels or flats.
Okay.
I love the point.
Yeah.
I think they're very like sharp and classy looking. And I just really think for me, I like them because I have such small feet, and I hate, like, that's like an insecurity of mine because I'm like 5'7" and I have a size 6 foot. So like I look unproportional. Like my feet are like this big. So I like the point because I think it makes them look a little longer. So yeah.
Okay.
And pointed toes. And out, this is so incredibly random, natural deodorant.
Oh, I've
never used it, but I okay, I'm going to spill a little tea really fast. I'm not going to say where I know this person. They don't really know me, and I don't really know them. This is just somebody I have crossed paths with. And if you're listening to this, I promise you it's not you. Like, it's like the most random person. And they always smell. And I know they're using natural deodorant, and I just want to say, like, please stop. Like, just buy like a cruelty-free vegan brand, but not the natural deodorant, please.
Not the natural stuff. Just go without it then at that point, you know?
Yeah, like at that point, like, let's just not. So yeah, that's a big out for me. I'm just suffering in silence. Personal. It is personal, but I can't say who. If Hannah's watching this, she knows who. It's someone that we really love. Like, we almost idolize, but they don't really know us.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Going back, going to piggyback again off of fashion. Since I want to do a lot of neutrals, in Old Navy. Old Navy is amazing, cheap, and also fulfills my wanting to have like an 80s vintage style.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I feel like this outfit's going in that direction. But I love like an 80s, like, I don't know how to describe it, but
no,
like
I see the vision.
Layered jacket over top of like, I don't know, like a striped shirt, or I don't know. But I feel like Old Navy always has stuff in that kind of realm.
Yeah,
so
I agree. They do. They are great, and their clearance section is fantastic.
Oh yeah. I always run right to that rack every time I go.
Like a rat.
Every time I go.
Picking through the shelves.
And then and out, this is like, we're going from fashion to like home fashion.
Okay.
If that's a thing.
Sure.
Out is cheap decor. So I'm looking to now invest for my future home. So I want to start buying things that are of quality rather than buy something like kind of like fast fashion, but just like cheap
agree.
Furniture, or
rather than like Marshalls, how they like spit out like the most bizarre niche wall art things, you know.
Yes.
And it's all a waste.
So just kind of like really leaning into like what I want my style of my home to be in the future. So starting to collect things like that, which ties into an in, which are tchotchkes. I love a little tchotchke.
Love me a tchotchke.
I have a couple downstairs on my TV stand, which I wish I knew I was going to talk about it, because
could have been show and tell.
A little show and tell. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, just like I brought a bunch home from Japan that are just like either little animals or like Chris hates me, but I got like a ceramic apple, and it just looked cool, which is why I bought it. And
that's all the reason you need.
Yeah, and then like in Arizona, Chris bought like a ceramic bison, but it was like the way it was fired in like the, you know how pottery is made, it gets fired and everything. It's like a special type of firing, so like there's history behind it.
Aww,
so
like it's meaning behind these little items.
Yeah, exactly. Just like picking up little items to like have on a display in my future home. So yeah, tchotchkes are in.
Love that. I'm gonna have my in is going to be being financially literate.
Okay. Yeah,
I've been big into for like the past, I mean, I guess for the past like 5 years, I've very much been focused on like educating myself on finances and stuff. But the past like 6-ish months specifically, I've been really trying to like understand like everything financially. Like, I don't like to give into like the like stereotype of like traditional relationships where like the man's in charge of the finances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you never want to rely on somebody else. And I feel like a lot of people, this is going somewhere, just wait. I feel like a lot of people on TikTok are like leaning into like the I'm just a girl thing. And like, it's fun. Like, it's funny and cute to say it sometimes. Like, I'm literally just a girl. Like, what do you expect from me? Like, it's funny. But like at the end of the day, no. Like, that's an out for me because I'm not liking the ideas that it's perpetuating. So financial literacy is in. I want all women to be educated on our finances because we don't need anybody else to do that for us. And saying that you're just a girl as an excuse for not like educating yourself, out. Sorry, I just made it a bit serious.
No, that was a good pivot, and I love that because I also recently just kind of got into like wanting to learn more about it. So I have a friend, Rahul. He is big into like economics and he really enjoys that stuff, and so he helps me out out of the kindness of his heart because he's just a great guy. But yeah, I think it's like I feel like around this age is the time to really take this stuff seriously because we're on the brink of adulthood. Like, I feel like we're kind of coming out of the young adult, early 20s era, and we're really getting into like, okay, it's time to take life by the reins and really be independent.
Yeah, like, it's okay to not know what you're doing, like 100% at any age. Like, nobody knows what they're doing, but it's another thing to be like you're choosing to be helpless. Like, the information is all there and you're choosing not to educate yourself, you know? Yeah.
No, I like that. I like having that kind of drive, you know?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That. Speaking of drive, do I have a segue?
Where is it? Where's the segue?
Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay. Oh, yeah. Speaking of drive, out food delivery. Get off your ass and go get it.
Go get it.
And if you don't want to go get it, fill your fridge with food that you can make.
Yeah. The only time I'm like in support is if you're drinking.
Yeah. Which, you know like, I love a good
circumstances when I'm
call
drunk.
for it. You know? Yeah. That certain circumstances call for it, but
you got feet, you got a car, you got public transportation.
You go get it. Go get it.
Go get it.
Also, in the same vein, overspending on coffee, out.
Yeah.
Being an at-home barista, in.
Yeah, I love that.
And I just got, I think I brought this up either last episode or the episode before. I just got a coffee maker, like a espresso machine. So I've been grinding my own beans, putting it in the little portafilter, you know, doing my little barista thing.
I love that.
It's saved me. I mean, there's a big upfront cost, but in the long run, it's definitely going to save me because Chris and I have like been using it religiously. Like, every morning we're making our own coffee. We're no longer going to a coffee shop and spending $5-6 on a coffee every day.
Yeah.
So over time, it's definitely gonna even out and start saving us money. And it's fun. I like learning about coffee. I want to have my own shop one day, so it's definitely a good little starter.
It's a great investment. It's worth the money.
I agree.
I have an in and out, kind of about social media, but no, not really. First one is unfollowing people that you don't like. I think we should use that unfollow button a lot more.
You're strong.
I really think we should. Like, you don't have to be following anybody that you don't like. Like, if somebody's posting something and you're like, oh God, like, no, I don't agree with that, unfollow. Unfollow. Like, it's so simple. It doesn't need to be an argument. Unfollow.
I don't know why there's like a stigma behind that. Of like,
no, and like, I get it, because at the end of the day, like, if I like, I'm like, oh my God, blah blah blah, unfollowed me. We went to high school together. Like, why? Like, whatever. I probably wanted to unfollow them too. You know?
Yeah.
So that's
I like that
side. And then out, influencer trips. So out. I can't stand them. They make me so angry. I love to watch them selfishly, but I cannot stand the idea of them. You're paying for all of these people who are so incredibly privileged and making so much money already to go on a vacation and get more free products and more followers and just more opportunities. And it just makes me upset because there's such better ways to be spending the money.
Valid.
It's just like such like a dystopian first world thing, you know?
Yeah, it does feel that way sometimes.
It really does.
In saying no if you don't want to do something. I'm so bad with saying yes to a lot of things, and then I'll plan things like 3 months, 2 months in advance, and then I book out my weekends, and like my weekends are my time to kind of recoup from the week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did I just schedule myself out like I have all the time in the world? So definitely prioritizing my own bubble and also my own schedule, and really trying to just not people please as much, because that's also an out, is being a people pleaser.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's tough. I know that that's really just like a buzzword to people please, but I've done it. Like I've been in awkward situations in conversation where like I'll laugh to make everyone comfortable, or like just little things like that. Whereas like now I kind of want to just not really feed into any of that anymore. And then also just like not being afraid to say no, like I said, with like doing, like making plans. I'm always like, oh, what if they don't like me because I don't go? Or like, what if I just overthink it. So I'm just like, you know what? It's not that deep. It's never that deep.
Never.
You always think it's worse than it's going to be. Just decline. You don't even have to give reason.
Yeah. Oh, just, I love that. I love
like,
saying that. Like, they don't need an excuse or a reason. You can just say no.
Yeah, you don't have... Yeah. So that's definitely something that I would like to do this year, is just really not be afraid to put what I want first.
I like that.
Thing, you know?
My phone is about to die, I think. So let's do like rapid round. Just name them off.
100%. I have a decent bit left. So
me too.
You go first and then I'll go.
Okay. Here are some rapid round ins and outs that don't really require much explanation. Number 1, in celebrities and TMZ feuding. I used to love that, like Britney Spears and TMZ. I love Britney Spears, so that's probably a terrible example. But I just miss like the 2000s TMZ pop culture, and like when celebrities were celebrities. That was just fun to me. In embracing paleness in the winter, I'm having a really hard time with that, but I'm trying my best. In gardening over drinking on a night in. I've been drinking those THC drinks, so over like, I don't know, like dinner and a movie, like a date night in, picking that over alcohol. I think that's a good one for this year. In long form content over short form content, like YouTube and podcasts and stuff like that. In app time limits. In, where did this go? Oh, in doing your own nails, but out using Gel-X and not being fully educated on it because I gave myself contact dermatitis on my fingers because I got gel on my fingers too many times, and now I'm allergic to the gel. So don't do it unless you know what you're doing, okay? Okay. Wow. My final in, having rice, okay? We don't honor rice enough. I love rice. I love sticky rice, and it doesn't get enough love. I love rice. Okay, on to the outs. I love that. Casseroles. Out. I'm so sick of a casserole. I'm so sick of the name casserole. I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I'm just so sick of it, and I think it's because I grew up with them that they just make me mad now, okay? I'm not talking like a crock pot. I do love a crock pot.
Oh, I love a crock pot.
I love a crock pot. A casserole.
Crock pot.
I just can't think about them right now. I've had too many dark times with casseroles. Out tanning beds. I haven't used a tanning bed since I was in high school. But every now and then I get the urge to go back because it was like a drug. But it's out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Out. This will be the last out for me. Out, not caring about politics in 2025.
That's a privilege. Like,
you should care.
If you say like, oh, I'm not political, or I don't want to get into that, then you're privileged enough to not be affected by
exactly
what's happening.
Exactly. That's a big out for me. Like, people who say like, I couldn't care. Like, I really don't care. Like,
that's
okay. And that's all for me.
I like those. Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure.
I have a handful of both ins and outs. So rapid fire starts now. Ins, finishing my physical TBR. I'm really trying not to buy more books until I've read the majority of the ones that I have. The only ones that I will really buy are a new release or if it's a book club pick. Those are it.
Gorgeous.
Another in, window shopping houses. I love going on Zillow, apartments.com, any place. I'm going to be moving out of this place probably at the end of the lease. It's still up in the air, but so Chris and I have just been like window shopping houses. Whether to rent or to buy, we don't know, but it's always a good time. You know exactly what you're looking for if you keep like, you know what's out there. So
and it's good to like keep track of the prices.
Oh yeah, agreed. 100% agree. Next, in cats. I've really just been loving cats lately. I don't know why.
Yeah, after Zeus's attack today, I'm a cat girl again.
Ins, body movement. So whether it's running, walking, yoga, not putting too much emphasis on like, I don't know, lifting. I like lifting, but if you really try to hyper focus and like you really hyper focus on your body, I think it's toxic. So any type of body movement, whether it's lifting, running, yoga, anything is good. Ins, meditation. I've been using Insight Timer. Amazing.
Ooh, I'll have to try that.
Quick little morning meditations, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right before bed, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It'll put you in a good mindset in the morning and also to go to sleep.
Love that.
Next in, homemade household staples. Like I said earlier, almond milk. I want to make my own bread. Just try to do a couple more at-home essentials. Yeah. If you get that. In chopsticks, love them. Even with eating chips and stuff, like keeps your fingers nice and clean. Love it. In magnets. Love getting a magnet anywhere that I go. It's a nice little keepsake, a nice little tchotchke.
I was going to say, it's a tchotchke. Yeah,
exactly. And my last in is exposure therapy. Just went on a trip and I had such bad flight anxiety overall. And then just being away by myself gives me anxiety. But if I never put myself in those situations, I'll never learn how to overcome them. So
amen.
Just trying to do that more.
That's so good. I love that one.
Thank you.
Because it's scary, but it is important.
Yes, it's not a fun time, but it's necessary in order to get better, I guess. Outs. Multi-point of view mysteries. Sorry. I'm really...
Okay, I see.
Really tired. Yeah. They're hit or miss, mostly misses in my book.
I agree.
Outs, this is a cliche, doom scrolling. I've done better with not doing it as much. That just speaks for itself. Yeah. Out, counting calories. Eat what you want, eat in moderation. And if you're eating at least, 75% of your meals at home, 80% of your meals at home, you splurge on the weekends, I think you're fine.
Enjoy.
Too much is put on counting your calories or counting your macros. If you're happy, then you're good.
I like saying add things rather than take away.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Out, birds. Hate them.
Okay.
Out, duetted TikToks with random either like ASMR sand things or like pushing like the glassware down the stairs or like crushing things and then it's someone's original content next to it.
Yes.
What are we doing with that? What are we doing?
Yeah, it makes me mad.
Out, yeah, because give the views to the creator that made the video.
Yeah.
Out, not getting the green arrow at a light. If I'm sitting there and the sensor doesn't read me, and then I have to sit there again and not make my left turn.
My day's ruined.
It's ruined. It's actually ruined.
Yeah.
To piggyback off that, out red light cameras. They're all over Philly.
Are they?
Inch over the line on a yellow light, you're getting $100 ticket.
Really?
I get why they're there. I get it. I understand. But they're sometimes really mean. So, yeah.
And that's not nice.
Not nice. Makes me anxious, which, segue, out, nail biting. I do it too much, and I know that it's not good for me. So maybe I'll just get manicures instead.
Good idea.
Last out, scratch offs as gifts. My sister got a scratch off for Christmas from my grandparents, and she won $200, and I won nothing.
Okay, what about if it's like a gift, like a part of a gift, and it's just for one person?
That's fine.
Okay.
But like, what if I just grabbed the one my sister won?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'd be so mad.
I was pissed.
I'd be so mad.
Like, there's a time and place for a scratch off.
Yeah.
Time and place.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that one.
And that concludes my outs.
Gorgeous.
I don't know where they came from, what depths of me they came from, but yeah. So I hope you got something from this.
Not sure what, but I hope you did.
Whether it be some advice or just a look into my psyche.
Or medicine that I should be on.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's going to probably wrap up today's episode.
Yeah, that's about it. Let us know what your ins and outs are for 2025. Hopefully they're as weird as ours. And make sure that you're following us on all of our social medias and that you're a part of our FABLE book club so you can stay up to date and check in with us before our book club episode, which is going to be out. Is that next week?
That is next week.
Next week. So make sure you're part of that. And yeah, turn on the notification button so you get notified when we post. We are also over on YouTube. And I think that is it. We are trying to make this outro so much quicker than it normally is because it takes forever. So that's it. We're done.
We're done. Done talking.
Thank you.
Done. Thanks. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.